to Up North at 4, and joining us now, Beth Jacobson from the Demmer Library in Three Lakes, the Storybook Gardens. Yeah. Back for the summer, the weather is finally cooperating. Storybook Gardens, though, Beth, we had you on last year, but just remind the people at home, what are the gardens all about?
Sure. So at each space, and we have 15 book houses spread out throughout the entire town of Three Lakes, and each space has a book house, kind of like a free little library, but you don't get to take the books with you. The books have to stay there.
Okay.
We provide a space for families to read the books, and then we have a fun activity that goes with the book and the theme of that space.
This is kind of cool.
Okay.
So it's like I've seen the small ones, like a mailbox where you get the book out of the mailbox. This is different. This is you stay there and read it actually there.
You read it there and enjoy it at that space, and then you have fun with some of the activities we
Cool is that?
put together.
So we're not only, there's like the educational aspect, obviously, of reading the books, but then there's also the physical or the mental aspect of doing the activity.
Right.
15 different spaces, you said?
15 book houses.
15, wow.
12 spaces.
Okay.
Some of the spaces have more than one book house.
Gotcha.
So,
And you were mentioning each sort of book house has its own little theme, right? How do you brainstorm to come up with 15 different topics to include?
Well, my partner, Mary Lynn Garbowitz, and I are retired teachers. So
there it is.
this is
There
right
it
up
is.
our alley.
This is, yes.
So what would be a couple of the themes you have?
Okay, so we have Loring Goes Wilder at the Historical Museum. We are tied into the summer reading program, so one of the book houses is always part of that theme. The new themes this year, we have animals and creation, because we had a couple of churches join us this year. And one of the other new ones was a pollinator theme.
Oh, yeah.
And so they put some flowers, and that one's going to expand probably some more. We have a Get Moving theme. We have the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
That's
like
a classic.
these are good.
That's a
Yeah.
classic. And you were mentioning one of the spaces is at the Historical Society, so obviously a lot of businesses or organizations around town are stepping into help, right?
That has been one of our goals, besides the literacy and like preventing the summer slide that kids go through over the summer.
Right.
One of our other goals was to work together with a lot of entities in Three Lakes. And yes, we have nonprofits, we have 7 businesses, and now 2 churches.
So it sounds like it keeps getting bigger and bigger
It
and
is.
bigger from last year. What's the dream? How big can this get?
Well, excuse me, I think there is an end game. I mean, Three Lakes is only so big, but we do have enough interest next year to expand again next year.
Already?
Already.
Wow. And you mentioned it too before, you're a former teacher yourself, so I'm sure this for you is kind of scratching that old itch of yours.
Oh, yeah.
What's that been like, just to kind of stay active in the community, keep doing your passion, your life's work, really?
Yeah.
What's that been like?
That's been wonderful, because being retired, the one thing I really miss is being with the kids.
Yeah.
And then the creativity. So this provides an outlet for getting those creative juices going.
I love it so much.
So how do kids get involved with this?
Actually, we have, again, we're tied in with the summer reading program. There are 2 houses at the Demmer Library. We have a brochure that can be picked up both at the library and at the Chamber of Commerce. Word of mouth has been a big deal. Doing things like this has been a big deal. But we're always looking for ways to get the word out. We do have a Facebook page. And this year, the Chamber put together a hashtag 3LakesWI. And I'm not real well versed in social media, but we really want the families to share their photos and their experiences. So that was a way we could do that.
Totally.
Love it.
I love it. And so you mentioned too, you missed working with the kids.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't get the kids today. You get Jeff and I, which is kind of the same thing. And you're going to kind of demonstrate some of the activities these kids can do throughout the summer.
All right.
That's next, so stick with us on Up North at 4. Welcome back to Up North at 4, joined by Beth Jacobson to talk about the Demmer Library's Storybook Gardens, which are located throughout Three Lakes this summer. And Jeff, for starters, I'm smelling your feet because your shoes are off right now, and you look like one of those old-timey prisoners with the ball and chain.
Well, look at she brought
right? Toys for Jeff to distract you.
Here, we can do this. We can. Here, I walk toward the camera.
Beth, why is Jeff doing this right now? Explain a little bit about this activity in particular here.
So this particular activity is at the Three Lakes Pharmacy, and their theme is healthy habits. And this is one of the books, Move Your Body. And so they have skip-its and hula hoops and jump ropes available for the kids to do after they read their story.
Were you big into like?
Oh gosh, yes. This stuff like this would keep me going for an hour. I
think it could keep you going for an hour today if we wanted it to. And then you also brought some other activities with you as well. You mentioned you called it the clothespin game.
Yes.
Is there?
So this goes
what's the deal with this?
I can demo.
At the
Please do.
Historical Museum, where we have our Laura Ingalls Wilder theme. And one of the book houses is Carnival, because Almanzo went to the Carnival. All right, and so a carnival game is you put the milk bottle down on the floor, and then you have to hold the clothespin up by your nose, and you try to drop it.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. Is there a trick to it, Beth? Have you learned it yet?
I have not a clue.
Maybe Jeff can demonstrate for us. Jeff, have you done this before?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, eyeball it, line it up.
Wow!
What?
I'm impressed.
That was actually cool. I'm not even like.
Did we get that on TV?
That was actually cool.
Director Chris, was that on? Did we get that?
Do it again. Do it again. We brought a ringer in, Beth. This is incredible.
You guys keep going, I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll let you do your thing. So apparently Jeff is like weirdly good at this game. Beth, what other activities could kids do throughout the summer in Three Lakes?
So another site we have at the Evangelical Free Church, they have an animal theme. And so they have task cards where the kids are encouraged to move like the animal. Okay, so that's one for Jeff, right?
Sway like a monkey. Is that where you like? What do monkeys sway?
I don't.
What are you doing there?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Okay, I'll have to learn. I'll have to look that one up here.
Or fly like a bird.
All right,
I can do that.
I can fly like a bird. That one's pretty self-explanatory.
Swim like a fish.
So
that's not swimming. That's flying.
I'm sorry. And then stomp like an elephant. Okay. See, this is something my niece would do and be very good at. So I love these ideas. And so you were mentioning before, Beth, all of these stations have a certain theme. The themes revolve around just staying active, keeping your mind sharp during the summer, because I think you said it's called the Summer Slide.
Summer Slide.
And so this is just one way to avoid that. Right. And so this is for, I mean, obviously, Jeff's having a lot of fun playing the game over here, but this is for kids of all ages, right?
Absolutely. We gear a lot of the books probably to the lower elementary, but we are hearing and finding that the older kids enjoy these spaces as well, and a lot of times they'll read the books to their younger siblings or something like that.
Cute. Yeah, I love it so much. Well, best of luck with the summer, and like you said before, it sounds like expansion is on the horizon very soon.
Still going.
So check it out, Demmer Library's Storybook Gardens. Beth, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on Up North at 4.